Wednesday, 13th of August. My lovely wife is just driving me to Denton. And we're off on another Denton to Guilsborough. Let's go. Welcome back, guys, and thanks for joining me on another Denton to Guilsborough walk. This is actually my third one of the year. This is a new route which I've planned, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. So my wife's just dropped me off in Denton. I'm just looking at this field now. As you can see, the harvest is in full swing, so summer's coming to an end, so it's the perfect time to get out and do a walk. Beautiful morning, nice and sunny. It's forecast to get up into the mid to high 20s later, so yeah, this is going to be a warm one, so I've taken some extra water with me with this one, on this walk, sorry. So yeah, really looking forward to it. So let's take a close look at today's route. So we're looking at about 40 kilometres today, maybe a touch over, starting in Denton, heading up the fields towards Wiston. Once I'm through Wiston, I'm heading down to the River Nene for a section along the Nene Valley Way, past White Mills Marina, and then I'm coming off the Nene Valley Way and heading up towards the village of Great Doddington, through Great Doddington and then through the fields towards Wilby. Once I'm through Wilby, I'm heading down the Mears Ashby Road towards Mears Ashby itself, through Mears Ashby and then up the footpath around the back of Beckworth Emporium, and then I'm heading back out into the fields, approaching what will be a Dicey crossing over the busy A43. Once I'm over the A43, I'm heading down the fields towards Hannington and then around to Walgrave and then towards the village of Old. Once I'm through Old, I'm heading over to Scaldwell, and then once I'm through Scaldwell, I'm heading over the A508 towards Houghton, through Houghton and then over the Nene Valley Way towards the charming village of Cottesbrooke. Once I'm through Cottesbrooke, I'm heading up the fields towards the Welford Road, crossing over the Welford Road and heading down towards Hollowell, through Hollowell and then onto the Teton Road, back home to Guilsborough. Farmer's collecting his bales. I was just in that field a few minutes ago. I was stood on those bales, so he probably would give me a telling off if he'd seen me. But yeah, so I came down this, here we go, came down that field there, that's not been harvested yet, and then up this field just the other side of these trees, that's not been harvested, so I suspect they'll be getting done today. And through this hedge, down this footpath, heading towards Wiston now. Kilometre or so into the walk, it's going well. It's absolutely gorgeous morning. Absolutely stunning. I've just got that buzz of excitement, like, yeah, I'm going to be out in these fields all day, it's going to be great. But it is going to get warm later on, yeah, as I said earlier, 25 up. So it's going to be a warm one, so yeah, I'm taking the extra water with me. Don't like carrying the extra. I try and take about 2 litres of water, but with the heat today I thought 3 just to be on the safe side. Although I'm passing through a lot of villages today, None of the villagers have any shops, so I've packed everything I need from the off, so yeah, it's going well. Right, fast approaching Whiston now. Probably it's just coming into view now. There's the there's the church. Yeah, it is in Whiston. That's known as a gem on the hilltop to the locals. And I'm also approaching this barn here that ever since we were kids, it's been known as the devil worshipping barn. Now I don't know if anything dark and sinister happened there, but we've always just called it the devil worshipping barn, so it always gives me the willies when I approach it. Perhaps not so much these days, but certainly as a kid. But yeah, there's always, as I approach it, there's always just that uneasy feeling. But yeah, there you go. Bit of local knowledge for you. Ooh. What was that? Right, just approaching the very impressive Denton waterfall. You wait till you see this. Absolute little gem. Denton waterfall. To be fair, in the winter months it does cascade over this tree here, so it is a bit more impressive, but yeah, oh amazing. And also, talking of amazing, if you head up this footpath up into these trees, you'll reach something called Jerusalem Steps, which sounds incredible, but all it is some wooden steps climbing up a muddy bank, so yeah, amazing stuff. Been on the go for an hour now, just over an hour, 5 kilometres in, just passed through the village of Whiston, and now I'm heading down towards the River Nene for a little stint on the Nene Valley Way, past White Mills Marina, and then on to Great Donington, on to the next phase of the walk. Yeah, I must remember to stay hydrated today. It's not actually too warm at the minute, but because it's got some high level cloud up there, but the sun's just starting to burn it off now, so I can just feel that sun cranking up a bit. So yeah, I'm going to stop for some water in a sec. Yeah, really enjoying it so far. This is, as I say, this is the third walk, Denton to Guilsborough, I've done this year, and it's a new route, so that's exciting, exploring new places. I think we're looking at about, as the animation said earlier, about 40 kilometres, maybe a touch over, so I think between 10 and 11 hours, so we'll be out for a long while, but what a great day to be outdoors. Well, it's impressive, but it's no Denton waterfall, is it? Just come off the River Nene. That's my stint along the Nene Valley Way over and done with. I'm just heading up towards the village of Great Doddington. I'm going to stop in a sec and have some food. The old belly's starting to rumble, so yeah, bit of food, bit of water, and then I'm going to crack on up to Great Doddington, then back into the fields towards Wilby, and then I've got a bit of a Dicey section coming up then, where I'm walking from the road from Wilby down to Mears Ashby. It's only a country road, but you do get cars flying down there, and there are some blind sort of corners, and in sections there's not much verge, so I'm going to have to be vigilant there and just get out the way when the traffic's approaching, but it should be fine. And then yeah, on to the next phase of the walk. Just approaching Wilby. Still a lovely day, but right on the horizon towards the west there is some clouds building up. Yeah, the forecast is pretty much it's the same sunshine all day, clouding over a bit in the afternoon, and then rain potentially this evening, but I think I'll be home by then, so I'll have a poncho just in case we get some rain, but I'm not expecting any. But the cloud may roll in and swallow up the sun, mate, but we'll see what happens there. Just leaving the village of Wilby. The temperature's really notching up now, so I've got my Kevin and Perry style hat on. All I want to do is do it. Yeah, I'm onto the road section now. It can be a bit dicey, so I need to pay attention to the traffic here. walk through near Ashby. From this footpath here, I'm heading up this way short. I'm just going to stop. Coal bag with me on my home. It's back in there. So yeah, that is still lovely and cold, so it's going to feel good because it's getting hot now. They're after me. I've upset them. They got the right idea. Oh no, sorry. 20 kilometres into the walk, so about halfway. Just stopping under a tree to get some respite from the sun. It's really warm now, so I've got a second can of chilled Sprite, lovely. Yeah, it's going well. I'm near kind of Hardwick now. It's just up that road. So I'm heading towards the A43. It's going to be a bit of a dicey crossing over the A43. That's a really busy road, so it'll be a bit of a game of chicken, that one. And then once I get over the A43, there's a bit of a village feel kind of section, so that'll be pleasant. But yeah, it's going well so far, and feeling good physically. It feels like some blisters are starting to kick in a bit, but nothing too bad, so that's all good. Right, let's go. busy road. Back out into the countryside. So I've just crossed over the A43, bit of a dicey road, but it actually wasn't too bad that time. I found, got there at the perfect time. There was a bit of a gap, so got over no problems. Thought I was going to be standing there for ages waiting for a gap, but that's all good. So I'm over that now. Now I'm heading down the fields towards Hannington. I think this section of the walk will be quite pleasant because it's small, quaint villages, one after the other with fields in between. So currently heading towards Hannington now, and I'm back in the fields towards Walgrave, back in the fields towards Old, back in the fields towards Scaldwell, and then I'm heading towards the A508, crossing over that, and then down into Houghton. So yeah, this part will be really pleasant. It's still lovely weather. There's a bit of a breeze, which is actually really nice. It's just taking the edge off the temperature. Still lovely and sunny. So yeah, it's going smashing so far. It's doing the rounds today. alongside some strange crop of some sort, I'm not sure what it is. Footpaths disappeared. Overgrown here. It's really warm now. Got to be into the mid-20s easily. So a little bit of fatigue kicking in, but I think I'm only about 12 kilometres from home now, so sort of approaching the closing stages now, which is good. What a bug, I just made a wrong turn. There's a gate right up there. I was supposed to go through there, but it kind of seemed like I needed to head this way, so I came right down the field, thinking there was going to be a gate. It looked like there was a gate down there, there was, but it's an old gate, it's covered in stingers, so no footpath through there, so I just scanned along here just to make sure there wasn't a footpath. There isn't, so yeah, back up the field to that gate, which I assume is the way. If not, then I'm lost. Is this the way to school? Well, hey, I was only asking. Oh, fair enough. 30k and now I'm back on track after getting lost. Those bloody sheep weren't helpful, were they? So yeah, I'm heading towards Scaldwell now, and then once I get through Scaldwell, I'm heading over the A508 Northampton to Welford Road down into Houghton, and then I'm walking down over the Nene Valley Way towards Cottesbrooke, and then yeah, back out into the fields, up over the Welford Road, down into Hollowell, through Hollowell, onto the Denton Road, and then back home to Guilsborough. So yeah, hopefully the last sort of 10 kilometres now. It's I must say it's been an absolutely stunning walk. The scenery is brilliant. It's just proper rural English countryside. It's great. So, and it's not been as hot as I thought it. I mean, it is hot, but it's not roasting. So it's been comfortable. So yeah, I've absolutely loved this one. Just taking in those views, absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm just heading towards Houghton now. Well, first I've got to cross over the A508. It's a busy road, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'll get over there, right? Yeah, and then as I say, it's Houghton. Yeah, views on this walk have been absolutely stunning. Proper, as I said earlier, proper rural English countryside. I've really enjoyed this one. If you don't already do it, I urge you to get a backpack, get some food, water, and just plan a route and just head out into the countryside. It's so good for you, especially today with so much negativity in the world, with the chaos and wars, and it's not good at all. So yeah, I understand we need to be aware of what's going on, but turn off the news, I say, and get out into the countryside, enjoy it, take it in. The leaders of the country, they've like petulant children bickering at each other. We're better than you, bloody blah. Preaching peace, but practicing war, hatred and division. It doesn't work. So bin all that off. That's the countryside, wildlife, nature, take it in. It restores the balance, We're bombarded with all this negativity all the time. It doesn't do us any good, so yeah, restore the balance. First glimpse of Guilsborough Church, right in the centre of the screen there. Yep, that's home. 37 kilometres into the walk now, heading towards Cottesbrooke. Last few kilometres now, once again to Cottesbrooke. It's just a short stint up over the Welford Road, down into Hollowell, and then onto Houghton Road back to Guilsborough. So yeah, nearly there now. I am feeling a bit tired now, but spirit's still strong. I'm still loving the walk. This temperature's dropped a bit now, it's clouded over a little bit, so that's taking the edge off the heat, and yeah, looking forward to what the last few kilometres have in store. Right, I'm just walking up this byway just outside of Cottesbrooke. This is going to take me up to the Welford Road, and then we're going to cross over there, and then it's down another footpath into Hollowell, through Hollowell, up to the De-icer Road, and then back to Guilsborough. So 40 kilometres in now. I think it's going to be about 43 by the time I get home, so yeah, it's a bit further than I thought, but that's alright. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty tired now. The fatigue is really setting, but I actually don't mind this feeling, to be fair. Back at school when I used to do PE, I was never quick over like a short distance, but stuff like cross country, that's where I excelled. Felt very comfortable doing those long distances, and that's carried on through to adult life. So yeah, I'm certainly feeling it, but kind of enjoying it at the same time. This is where you get a lot of reward and satisfaction. So yeah, I'll crack on. The sun's come back up. Lovely stuff. Right, where is this footpath? There should be a footpath coming up from the left hand side somewhere. Where are you? There we go. Coming up to Hollowell now, so probably about 2 kilometres from home, so nearly there. Not long now. And I'll tell you what, there's a ice cold stubby in the fridge with my name on it. That's going to be amazing. I'm going to cook myself a nice dinner when I get back. Prawn and mushroom curry, I think. Onion badgers, poppadoms. Yeah, that'll sort me out good and proper. Not long now. Looks like there's some rain on the way. Right, I'm literally a few hundred metres from Guilsborough now, so pretty much there. The older, we can't see it, clouds there rolling in, so looks like this evening rain is on its way. So yeah, 44 kilometres in the end, so quite a big one, but absolutely loved it. That was such a beautiful scenic walk, and again, as I said earlier, I urge you to get out and do the same. It's so good. Just find the route. I use website I use is footpathmap.co.uk just find a route, and then I use another website called mapometer.com, and that using that you can trace the route and work out its overall length, distance, so you know what you're up against. So yeah, that's all there is to it really. Just get a backpack and head out and enjoy it. So thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm thinking of doing another long walk before the summer's out. We've got a few weeks yet, and then that'll probably be it. The daylight out. I won't have enough daylight hours to do any long ones. So yeah, that may be my last one of the year. But I'll be doing short walks over autumn, winter, spring, and that. So, but yeah, it's been a great year for walks. I've done about 4 or 5 really decent walks, long walks this year. So yeah, absolutely loved it. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this one, and see you on the next one. Completato.